Kemper Profiler Tones and Talks, episode
15
of that tone show. Looking at the tones created by Thomas Dill, showcasing the amazing profiler effects and sound design possibilities. Let's have a look first. So the video, very hardy, full, chunky, clean tone with your Les Paul and some great effects, and the music. It triggered a little bit. So this was movie a soundtrack territory for me, I guess, and it's like somebody's coming to a lab. I saw some chemistry stuff going on, and then something going, but a bad guy, he wants to do something bad chemistry wise, and then something goes wrong, and then briefly, because it's getting really bad, he finds a solution and it's getting back to normal again. So that's the story.
Some people run after each other in the chemistry.
Right. Somebody needs to run for this big red knob to stop it. Weird for the most people probably to listen to this and think, what's he talking about? But anyways, great tones, and give us some insight on what triggered you to go for this, and what are the ingredients? Enlighten us.
So the not really artful triggering was that Christoph called me and said,
Kemper,
hey,
that is Christoph Kemper, that is. Mm-hmm.
And said, hey man, for the next that tone show video, I wish that you do something with the bar frequency shifter. I said, yes, okay. And to be honest, I didn't really check out that effect before. Mm-hmm. And it's a great effect because you can do some really special things. And this episode of that tone show is for me is the unknown heroes. The unknown heroes of effects, because the other effect, when the guys in the chemistry lab running after each other, is the wave shaper. Mm-hmm. And, those two effects, they don't really exist in the vocabulary of guitar players. Bar frequency shifter, I don't know any bar frequency shifter, and I don't know any wave shaper.
Yeah. People always go for, because we are like trained like this. We always think in pedal categories. We have the modulation effects with the names, the various flavors are known to us, and then there's distortion and overdrive and pitch shifting stuff, but shaping, wave shaping, and all these things might ring a bell at in keyboard players' ears, but maybe not even there. But there's some cool stuff to be found.
Yeah. And I will go for that. So let's take a look at the rig manager. Here we are. And you see here, wave shaper. It looks bad and it is bad. Come to that later. What I am using is these are turned off. Spring reverb, just they were just for testing melody, harmonic, and the one distortion. On is the natural reverb, studio EQ, amp section, raw frequency shifter, wave shaper, and the compressor. You see with these small dots in blue and red that there is some Murphy. Yeah, the Murphy is going on there. No morphing is going on there. Hopefully not Murphy. And yeah, the bass sound is this. And to just break it up, I turn every effect off.
It's such a fat
tone, really fat tone.
tone.
It's a great guitar, but great sound too. And there are some reasons why it is so fat. So the first reason is the amp profile. And it's again not a guitar amp, it's a film projector, the Bell and Howell.
Oh, the Bert Molendyke.
Yeah, one of my favorites. He has it, just to show you. You find it in
Bell and Howell, I think.
Bell and Howell, B&H Fillmore. Yeah. This is the one. And this creates a really great crunch tone for everything. And I didn't use it as a crunch amp, but this is when I turn the guitar really up and play hard, but with soft picking you get a clean tone. So this the gain is set near breakup tone for the Les Paul, which has with the humbucker pickups a little bit of higher output. Okay, then we go to the compressor and let's see. Yeah, amp EQ is in the middle. Nothing fancy definition. I think it's just from that profile, and I adjusted only the gain and didn't tweak any other parameter. Turning on the compressor. As always, the compressor boosts my softer or lower picked, softer picked notes. And the reason is I want to have that really smooth tone when I pick the strings really soft. When I pick the strings hard to get the volume to stand out, it would sound nasty and not great for this part. Everything in the chemistry lab is fine. So this is the compressor setting, squash at 2 plus 2, mix at 100%, attack 2.5, and intensity at 5. Now we go over to the natural reverb. And here's the first thing why it sounds a little bit, fat and big.
Like a cloud behind that.
Yeah. And for me, I had the vision of playing in a really dark room. Dark room, big dark room. And you see the decay time is at nearly 5 seconds. Big room size, pre-delay at 40 milliseconds. So the delay the reverb kicks in really fast. High mix level. And this is very important, the high cut is set to 1200 hertz. So
really low.
Really low. So normally when you have no high cut, And with the high cut, you get this really warm reverb tone. And yeah, it's great to get this atmosphere from this reverb. So for me, this parameter is very important to get this warm, dark and gloomy guitar tone.
Yeah, and it's not so much like that you create a room. It's more like an extension of the guitar.
Yeah.
That it's yeah, that's if you try to describe that.
For me, it's yeah, atmosphere, vibe. Without the reverb. It's just to get this really long tones, something like more sustain on the guitar.
Yeah, true.
But important for that is don't play too much notes on that. Let the reverb work a little bit for you and for your sound. Okay, the next thing is Studio EQ. And I normally put, wait a minute. Next thing is show the rig manager. So Studio EQ, normally I put a high cut on that, but I didn't, just to have the higher frequencies go, and I added some of high frequencies at 3.2 and mid frequencies at 2 point, just to get a little bit clearer tone. You hear it when I play the chord. It's just a small difference, but in the mix, you really recognize it, and it helps you, helps the guitar to cut through the mix. These two frequencies raised up a little bit. And then we go to the main part. Wah frequency shifter.
This is really something, and I just hear so often that some people are not entirely happy with the modulation effects. Every once in a while I hear that, but hearing this is basically what I guess a lot of people would be longing for when they think modulation effects.
It's yeah, I was really surprised of this sound. I think I've took a preset, I don't know really, and started from that, and I put the pedal mode off, so there's nothing pedal, and it sounds a bit like a uni-vibe. So this phasing vibe style tone, but you can do some really fancy stuff with that, and yeah, I'll show you. So manual is at 0.4, pedal range at 0. So if you turn on the pedal, nothing happens because is set to 0. So it has no nothing when you move the pedal, but setting manual to 0 and the pedal range maybe at 8. Now you can create something like the uni-vibe, speed.
Okay.
Pedal is at the toe position. Okay, this is 8%. What comes if we set it to 28? Now I'm in the toe, in the heel position.
That's a mix of ring modulation and this. I don't know what was the tone style. It was dubstep with the wobble basses. So, wow.
Interesting stuff. Just turning the reverb off and take the pedal range now to 42. So in the toe position, you get this tone. In the heel position, you get this.
Okay.
A lot of
Wow.
fun. And this is, yeah, it's a wah frequency shifter. You can do really some smooth stuff, cool univibe stuff when you have the pedal range set to, wait a minute, here we go. So the pedal range to, yeah, nearly 8%. Univibe sound to a can modulate over the whole way of the pedal. Very fine. And then, and especially if you have 77.
Wow.
So, yeah, this is great effect. And imagine put some distortion on that too. So you get weird stuff, weird alien stuff and something like that. Yeah, so
let's call John Frusciante for his solo records.
yeah. Have some techno guys or something like that, dance stuff. You can really take it to 11 or 13 maybe. Okay, so this is just one, and the next one. I have here. So just first to mention, the mix level is at 50%. When I'm morphing, mix level goes down to 0%, and the wave shaper uses this morphing too. So from the bass sound, I have the drive at 0, so the wave shaper is something kind of like off, and I morph it to 5.2, and then we have this sound.
That's also.
What do you think? Fuzzy.
fuzzy and synthesizer like.
Yeah. Oh, wait a minute! I need to turn the pedal mode off. That one. And I'm creating with the morphing something like a crescendo. I can't do it now with the pedal because the pedal is set to wah, but
Wow.
yeah, and back it goes when you play the chord. You can you have some influence on that crescendo style. But back to the wave shaper. It's just drive 5.2. If I wait, I turn it here and. Really nasty, sometimes over the top, but it works really fine at 5.4 or something, maybe lower. Then you have a really more clean. And this is just one of the shapers. So I would like to show you the other shapers. And this is the wave shaper, is the hardest one. Softest one is the bit shaper. It just load type. When you use load type, you get the same settings as the effect before. So I don't need to change something. You see the drive is at 4.8 parameters. And it's some synth-like sound too. And the next one. Octashaper. You hear a slightly octave up, something like the what was it? Octavia, Roger May Octavia for Purple Haze, and also you can do those old. These Yardbird sounds, all of the 60s stuff, you can do with these. You can use the Kemper fuzz too, and sometimes it's really great to combine the Kemper fuzz with some of these shapers with a lower setting in drive, but just to shape the tone a little bit. And this is really great. And if you turn it up.
Wow.
These synth, broken amp sound for me. It's the Octashaper. Soft shaper. Oh wait, soft is too hard. All the broken sounds from the 60s. And with a soft shaper, you can play chords. Dirty, but you hear it.
Very dirty, indeed.
Yeah. And I really like those dirty sounds. The heart shaper, you might guess it, goes a little bit further.
But that's already Hendrix territory. Immediately.
And you get and they really clean up very nice. I just rolled off the volume a little bit. So it's really a lot of fun with those shapers. And do we have... No, the wave shaper is the last one, so you heard that already.
Mm-hmm.
So this is, my advice. If you like to have some dirty tones, don't forget the shapers. So instead of fuzz, or combined with fuzz, or combined with some drive effects. So this is really, and you can go really in the fine tuning area. So when you've, now I turned the drive up to 5. You can use it to 3 or something like that, just to crunch up some tones a little bit. Mm-hmm. And then you can work very good with the volume knob on the guitar and shape the tones even more. So this is really a very fine thing for creating stylish tones.
Yeah, and this impact is so completely different from what you're used to, what you expect from guitar. And the fun part would be if, indeed, some people would come up with some compositions, some productions which would use that, and to use that live to every once in a while completely break out of the typical
normal sound
style of painting with the usual colors and do something completely different.
I'm using these sounds for productions too, and they really sit great in the mix. So there's sometimes with some fuzz sounds, you need to push up some frequencies or something like that to get the guitar heard. But with these, they really stick out, and you don't have to do anything. Just take a good profile which has a clear frequency range, and it is a good platform for pedals or pedals like effect modules in the profile.
Wow, amazing. Thank you for this, because that's a creative input, food for thought to expand your palette of tones and styles. Maybe it's going to be interesting if these sounds, these ideas will be picked up out there, and we will hear something utilizing this. And what can I say? Try this at home, experiment with this, download the rig packs. It makes it easy to just load up Tone Show number 15 we are, and try to do something with it. We're looking forward to the videos. So everybody, and especially you, Thomas, thanks a lot for the insight, and in the first place to come up with these tones. Thanks to Christoph for igniting that spark. we meet again with the next episode. And for now, we say, try this at home. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.